Elysabeth Alfano. We are live on Jane Unchained. It's another episode of Awesome Vegans, and I am with an awesome vegan. This is Ed Begley Jr. Thanks for having me at your house.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for coming.
Okay, so you all know, of course, you've seen Ed Begley Jr. in TV shows and movies. He's an author. He has a couple great books. The Vegan's Guide to Getting Through the Holidays, and of course, Ed Begley's Guide to
Sustainable Living.
And of course the TV show Living with Ed, and a book about how to live like Ed.
Yeah, Living Like Ed is another how-to book.
Okay, so you know Ed from gobs of things, but you may not know that Ed has a LEED certified house, meaning, what does LEED mean?
Well, there's leadership in energy and environmental design. That's LEED.
Right.
So it's like a miles per gallon for a home or office, LEED. And there's a lot of LED platinum businesses out there, offices, what have you, but there's not as many LEED platinum homes because there's different ratings. There's silver, gold, and platinum. And platinum, you got to do everything. We did everything to this house to make it very, very green and keep our bills down.
Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through Ed's house because he's gracious enough to have us. And all the while I'm going to be pointing out, and Ed's going to be pointing out, all the sustainable things that he's done in this house and what you might be able to do as well in your house. And then we'll finally get to the kitchen, maybe have some tomato soup and talk about some vegan things. So Ed, first tell me so we're in your lovely living room. It's beautiful here. Thank you for having us. Tell me about the wood and the paint and the walls.
Okay, first of all, let's start with the walls. The walls are very thick. You might be able to see here. Here's the inside parameter of the wall, and outside is a few inches past this door here, this glass door and window. So it's 12 inches thick, and we didn't want to take down trees we built with steel, but there's a problem building with steel in that it transfers heat and cool from inside to outside. You don't want that, but they were very clever. They have 6 inches of steel here, a 2-inch gap with just air, now filled with insulation, and another 4 inches of steel. So that 6, 4, 2 makes up 12 inches, and all the glass that's on this side, this is the south-facing side of the house. This is all double pane glass, so the heat can't transfer as well. You got this beautiful light, and with the passive solar design, because that is south, the sun comes into this room every day, heats up the room and the floor. And you asked about the floor. Let's point down at the floor if you can. If you want to pan down or tilt down and look, we got a beautiful floor that is made from recycled, reclaimed wood. It's reclaimed from old barns and buildings. It's beautiful looking oak, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
but
stunning.
We didn't take down any trees.
Oh gosh, how I'd love to hear that. And I think the paint is also eco-friendly.
It's eco paint. That is to say, there's no VOC. It used to be just low VOC. Now it's no, as in zero VOC. VOC is volatile organic compounds. When you have a house that's this tight and energy efficient, that's a good thing for energy, but you don't want to breathe in those vapors from formaldehydes and rugs and different composites and other glues and things, or VOCs from paint, those volatile organic compounds. So you have to have a non-toxic home if you're going to make it energy efficient, and that's just what we did. All the lighting is LED lighting, very pleasant lighting nowadays with LEDs, all totally dimmable, all kinds of Lutron controls. The shades go up and down, the lights come on and off, different times of the year. You can program your whole life.
So it's incredible. I hope you guys are following all that and you're taking notes, because obviously he is passionate about being environmentally friendly. Okay, so it's not just the inside of the house that's environmentally friendly. Of course, there's the outside. So we're going to compete with the wind, but we're going to go outside and talk to you about his garden and his pool. Woo! It's chilly in LA today. Oh my gosh, look at this garden. I don't know if you can get that. You see his...
We got some lettuces over here and broccoli there. We've got some kale there and some spinach. We've got carrots and onions over there, more carrots and onions over there. And the back one on the right, you can't see it because I just cut it back, the asparagus. I've got artichoke plants over there. This is the winter garden. I'll have corn and tomatoes in the summer. We're always growing something because in Southern California, you can grow year round here. And all the compost is made. We're not buying expensive soil amendments because we make our own plant food back there behind that fence at the end where that fake owl is, supposedly to keep some of the pests away. I don't know if it works. But we have compost bins back there where we make our own plant food.
Wow, okay, so you do all the composting yourself?
I do.
And do you do all the gardening yourself?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Wow, and where do you get the water? Because of course in Southern California, not lately, we've been getting some rain lately, but usually in Southern California we're worried about water, so what do you do for that?
We have two places where we get water. Two places where we get water. One is you see on the right, these fruit trees. They're kind of bare now, but you see these trees in the winter here that have lost all their leaves. Those trees get their water from a gray water system. It flows by gravity from the tub, from the shower, and the laundry room. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. It's near the kitchen where some of it comes in. And it goes straight down to these mulch pits, which are near those trees. It's filtered out by the mulch pits, so all the hair, soap, or what have you, particles gets filtered out. And the fruit trees like that kind of gray water. They thrive on it. So you get free water from your shower and your laundry and your bathtub.
Oh, I'm surprised because I thought you were going to say that you had to separate water with soap, because I would think that wouldn't be good for trees. And I know you said you separate it here by the bushes.
You got to use non-toxic soaps. Yes. Use the best kind of environmentally friendly soaps. And these mulch pits filter out all the problems that you might have with it, and the trees get this wonderful water which they like. So.
I want to make sure everyone can hear him, because sometimes we're facing.
That's right.
Sorry, sometimes we're facing away from the camera, so I want to make sure.
We get free water from the laundry room and the bathtub. It's great.
Okay. Did you get that? And of course, you're always using environmentally safe soaps. I have to say that's a bit confusing for me, in that I want to use those, and I go to the store and I just get bogged down by how many choices. So, is there a label that we should be looking for when we buy soaps, detergents, etc.?
Seventh generation makes wonderful laundry soaps. They make wonderful products in every way. I have a line of non-toxic soaps myself called Begley's Earth Responsible Products. They're available online. Go to begleysbest.com or go to Begley Living, and there's some wonderful soaps that we make. But seventh generation is also a very good brand. We also get water, not just from the gray water. We get it from the roof. We get water, and a lot of it, in a rain tank. Can I show you the rain tank?
Sure.
Follow me.
Okay.
We got a plane going overhead.
Okay, we're sorry, we've got a plane, but otherwise not too windy so far. Take a look at the pool while we're here. It's a little tricky. I'm sorry, our camera's a little tricky, but here's the pool. I'm sorry to keep Ed while he's on a mission to show us. But tell us about how you cover the pool.
There's a green aspect to the pool. I have to say, first of all, I didn't want a pool in Southern California because it's a drought-ridden area, of course. You don't want to waste water.
I'm going to let you get closest to the camera so we can hear
The wife wanted a pool, and there was a pool here. I said, we definitely can't keep that pool because it was a big, weird shape that you couldn't cover. So I said, if we can make it into a rectangle, make it a lot more shallow so it doesn't have as much capacity, and cover it so that it wouldn't evaporate, then you can have a pool. She also did not want chlorine in the pool. Chlorine gets in your hair and it's toxic and what have you. You got to shower afterwards, waste more water. So we have an ozone treating system. The water is treated by ozone. It also wasn't warm enough, even with the cover, so we ran some piping up to the roof. On the back, the flip side of the photovoltaic panels, we have this black tubing. It heats the water. You get a twofer from the solar electric. It's giving you electricity, 9 kilowatts of solar electric, and you're also heating water for the pool on the back of those panels. We also have 2 big 4x10 panels for hot water for the house. Come look at my rain tank.
Okay, yes.
I've got a rainwater tank over here.
And when we go back inside, we're going to talk about his bills and how cheap they are. So there's a lot of benefits to all this work and all of his knowledge. You might want to be over there, my dear cameraman, so that we don't compete with the sun. Thanks for that. We're kind of squinting now, but
that's okay.
Oh well.
Right over here, I'm going to point you to actually nothing. Intentionally, I want you to look at nothing, which is this gravel area here and these chairs and tables. If you can pan over for a second and see that, that's the rain tank. It's buried underground where you don't have the visual delight of looking at a big tank. The wife didn't want to see it. She didn't want to see the solar panels, so you look up. You can't see any panels on the roof. You can't see any rain tanks. It flows by gravity from the roof down to that tank. There's a pump, a submersible pump in the tank that gives you your 75 pounds per square inch pressure, like any hose bib in America, and you can use that water to irrigate the whole property.
Wow.
Free water from the rain.
Okay, so how much is your gas bill every year?
The gas bill is as low as $30 some odd. There's people taking some long showers here, so occasionally it's $80, but that's very rare.
Wow, and what about your electric bill?
Electric bill goes from 10, it's gone up now because my wife got an electric car too. When you're charging 2 electric cars, then it really went up. It went up to $100 a month.
We just got an electric car.
But it's between $10 and $100 a month, but that's to charge 2 cars, run a house, clean a pool, and all that goes with it.
It's incredible. And I actually heard that you have an exercise bike that you sometimes
That's
ride.
on permanent loan to Jackson Brown and Deanna Cohen. They have
Give it back, Jackson Brown. Give it back.
I want him to have it. It's getting better use there than me.
Okay, we're going to head inside. And I think we go to the car door. Yes?
We can go in this way too. I believe this is unlocked.
Come back inside, everybody. Okay, so we're heading to the kitchen. So as you may know, Ed is vegan, of course. So he's also a vegan chef, Tell me what you've made today.
I made a lovely tomato soup, a vegan tomato soup. Would you like a bowl?
Yes, I would love a
I'm
bowl.
gonna make you a bowl of soup.
And while you're making me a bowl of soup, I will join you on this countertop, which I believe your countertops are also eco-friendly.
That is correct. They are something called Caesar stone, like Hail Caesar. Caesar stone is not marble. Marble comes from long distances away. There's a lot of environmental bad marks for marble because of the amount of energy it takes to mine it and to get it over to here from Italy. I got a spoon for you here too.
Great.
There's
Wonderful.
a spoon. Anybody else want any tomato soup right now? I'm gonna have a little bit with you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'll give it to my fabulous intern Jackson. He's going to put it down at our place so that we don't have to carry it around. We're just about to sit down. Wonderful. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. It smells so wonderful. Jackson's going to put this down. Before we head over to the table, oh great. Of course, fresh greens. Okay, so the countertop is from locally here.
Yes, it's from within 300 miles. It's quartz, basically. It's called Caesar stone. It's a very green countertop material.
Wonderful.
The floors, once again, if you look down, you'll see they're wood floors. Also the same reclaimed oak here. All the refrigerators and everything else are all high Energy Star rated appliances. Over here, you're not going to believe this is actually the dishwasher here to have it for aesthetics. My wife is big on aesthetics. She wanted it all hidden. There's the dishwasher right there, high Energy Star rated. And again, no VOC paints. Oh, let me show you one thing. Come in the laundry room. We're going to go this way if you can follow me. There's something important I want to show you in the laundry room. I'm going to turn on some light here. I'm sorry it's dark for a second.
I'm having a really good time.
Sorry. Come on in here. This is what I wanted to show you. Now we have a gray water system that goes straight from this laundry room here, and it goes to from the shower in the tub right down to that rain tank. But what if you need to use some chlorine bleach because you got to get a stain out? You don't want to buy a new shirt and have all the energy used to make a new shirt or underwear or whatever you got. You can use some chlorine bleach, but you don't want that going to the trees. So what are you going to do? Flip of a switch.
Oh.
Landscape, sewer. Can you hear it?
Wow.
It's switching over. There's like a little Y piping component there, and it goes from landscape to sewer, and you can use your chlorine bleach, and then you can switch it back when you're done, and it goes back out to the trees again.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very clever.
Oh, I love that. Now, did you design all this? Obviously, you worked with a designer and architects, etc.
Non-toxic soaps, of course.
Seventh generation. Shouldn't you have your own soaps here?
I do. Where are they?
Let's see his soaps. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I want to see your soaps if you've got them.
I've got. Come back in the other room.
Okay, we're moving.
Moving.
Liberty's on the move.
Here we go. I should have pitched them. I'm so bad at this. Here's the Begley's Best wonderful non-toxic soaps. We've got a dish soap and a hand soap. We've got a
okay, I'm going to buy some of this.
Different cleaners.
Because I'm definitely on the hunt for this. Let me ask you, so you have dish soap and hand soap. Do you have laundry detergent?
We don't have laundry detergent yet. We're working on that right now.
Do you have like a floor cleaner? Bathroom
Yes, we
tile?
do.
Oh, because I really want that stuff.
Hold on, I'm going to get you some of that too.
He's coming back. Okay, well,
Trust me.
okay, and here's the pantry. Healthy.
Here's one. Oh, yeah, here we've got a few products right here. Multi-surface cleaner.
Oh, I really want this stuff. Will you sell it to me today? Because I really do want
but
this.
you can take some.
Cooktop cleaner, multi-surface cleaner.
And here's one. This is one you're going to like because you love pets. I love pets.
I
This
love
is our
pets.
top-selling product,
Oh,
the pet and odor stain
I have to
remover.
get that immediately.
You're going to get a bottle when you go.
So I want to know, how can everybody buy this?
Go to begleysbest.com or edbegley.com. If you know how to spell my name, Ed Begley, that's B-E-G-L-E-Y. Go to edbegley.com. And it'll take you right there to a place to buy it.
Oh, this is fantastic. Jane, I'm going to get you some pet and stain odor, just so you've got it.
Yes, we're going to give you some. You'll have some lovely parting gifts.
Yes, that's wonderful. Okay, well, let's have some tomato soup maybe. We can sit down at your dinner table and have a chat. This is super fun, isn't it? Thanks for bringing us into your house.
Thank you for coming.
So I love how knowledgeable you are. How long did it take you to build this house? Because obviously it's not your average house.
It took a while. It took a little longer than normal. But part of it was having a beautiful home that was also French Mediterranean designed by a top architect. We have the wonderful William Hefner design the house because my wife wanted a French Mediterranean home, and I just wanted an energy efficient home. I didn't care about aesthetics. But now that I live in this home, I got to tell you, I love it.
It's a beautiful home. Obviously, it's a
I didn't
beautiful
think I
home.
cared, but it turns out I care. Oh, have a little bit of dill on the top.
Okay. Oh, this is a treat. I did not know that I was getting tomato soup today. So tell me what you put in this soup.
Onions, garlic,
I can really smell it.
dill, fresh tomatoes, water.
It's so fragrant. Now you're vegan, yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, how long have you been vegan?
I started as a vegan in 1970 after the first Earth Day. It didn't
Wow.
last long. It was hard to do back then.
Sure.
But then I
think you and Moby are the original vegans from the 70s. Well, I
Right.
don't even know if Moby, you might be before Moby, actually.
that'd be impressive. He's a hero of mine. I really like Moby a lot. He's doing more for more people and for the animals than any 10 people I can think of.
Yes, absolutely. And he's been on this show, so shout out to Moby. We all love you, and we all love what you're doing. But yes, he is so active and so determined to get the message out. So I think we're all grateful for that.
It was too hard. I'd be on location on a movie or a TV show back in 1970. It only lasted about a year to 1971. I haven't had meat since 1970, but I had fish there for a while. Then in 92, I became a vegan again, and I've been quite consistent since 1992 now.
And are there favorite products that you like? I mean, now we have so many choices beyond meat and this kind of thing, or do you stick to the vegetables? Because you grow so many right in your own garden.
I like all things vegan. You know, I like
Me too.
all those Beyond Beef products.